settle in, get your pillows all comfy, and we're gonna go ahead and invite Corinne to come and join us. After we just raved about her for so long, I hope that we can set her up for something. Yeah.
Hi, Corinne.
Oh, hi. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, you're good.
Brilliant. Can you see my little pup just trolling around back there?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you imagine, Olivia, if you tried to have Bondo in there with you right now?
It would be literally people talking and then the dog being like, whoa, whoa. He's a talker. I'm a talker. My husband's a talker. It's a family trait.
Oh, it's so sweet.
We're gonna
are amazing. Can I just say a huge thank you to you both for putting this on. This is such an incredible event. I hopped on the train last minute and I'm just so grateful for you and to be here. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, Corinne.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we're really glad to have you, and we're going to let everybody listen to you now. So we're going to go away, but we'll see you guys in a bit.
Goodbye.
Bye.
So, hi everyone, I am Corinne. I'm so excited to be here. I'm the owner of Portland Pediatric Acupuncture, which is a fully pediatric acupuncture and herbal medicine practice. And the light of my life, really. It's a beautiful practice. It's been a something in the making for many years, and then 3 years ago I decided to finally take the leap and open my own practice and really dedicate all of my skills to treating kids. And so what I thought I'd do today, Olivia sort of alluded to this, and Sarah did too, that the tools that I use are a really big highlight of my practice. Because one of the biggest questions that I get from parents is, like, what? Needle? You're going to needle my kid? No, I don't think so. And that is a very small minority of my practice is the sort of what we think of as traditional acupuncture, which is using acupuncture pins inserted in certain places on the body. And so I thought I'd share with you some of the things that I do actually use in my practice so that you could get a little peek behind the curtain. So this little toolbox right here is a lot of what I use in my practice. So basically, until kiddos are usually around, Sarah was so right on, usually around the age of 10, I use a practice that's called Shoni Shin, which is a Japanese style of medicine. And let's do a little unboxing here. So these are just a few of the tools that I use. I'll give you a little close-up. And they're really fun. They're really special. And Sarah also mentioned this, that a lot of the kids will have they'll sort of gravitate towards certain tools. And that's really incredible and telling in my practice. I tend to use those tools that the kiddos will gravitate towards. But each one of them is used in a little bit of a different way. And basically the practice of Shoni Shin is to help to boost the immune system. It's also really great for improving blood flow, improving circulation in the body, which is really important. Blood carries with it all kinds of yummy stuff, hormones, oxygen, all the stuff we really need to thrive. And then also it has this really profound effect on the central nervous system. So when I say that, I mean that rest and digest center that helps us feel nice and calm and super chill. So if any of you have received an acupuncture treatment before, you may have felt that kind of that little acu glow that you feel afterwards. You feel a little sleepy, you feel really yummy. That's that nervous system really calming down. And so because of that, because of those three things, the promotion of blood flow, the help with the immune system, and then that kind of down regulation piece of the nervous system, acupuncture is really great for things like ADHD. This is something that I see a lot in my clinic, and something that I am really, really passionate about treating, and get some really great success with. Also things like allergies or kiddos that might get sick really frequently. Again, that's that immune system piece. We really want to help to modulate that. Acupuncture, Shonishin, herbal medicine that I practice, really, really excellent for that. And then also, sort of gastrointestinal stuff. So difficulty pooping, stomach pain, things like that, because we are helping blood flow, so helping to get blood flow to all those abdominal organs. And then also because we're working on the nervous system, really helping to get kiddos nice and calm. That's a great combination for when there's some belly dysfunction going on. In my office, a big part of what I do is not only the treatment, but also I'm going to play with your kid. This is a big part of the medicine that I provide. So just a little background on me. Before I went to acupuncture school, I did a specialized one-on-one play therapy training, working with kiddos on the autism spectrum. And so I did that for about 10 years before I did my acupuncture and herbal medicine training, which is it's a 4-year master's degree. And so it's really this beautiful marriage now between play and also this incredible medicine, which has such a rich history and has been so successful for thousands of years, and which now we're starting to study, and we're able to have some research to really show, hey, this stuff works and here's why. And so that's basically my practice. I always encourage parents to do a 30-minute consult with me. It's totally free. We can do it in my office when it's not times like these now. My office is currently closed. So everything I'm doing is via telemedicine. So we do video consults. But it gives us a chance to chat. If you want me to meet your kiddo ahead of time and see if we're a good fit, I always recommend doing that. So 30-minute consult for free. And then the initial visit that we'll do, either via telemedicine during these times, or when my office reopens. We're hopefully going to be open by the beginning of June. That will be an hour-long visit where you'll see just what I talked about. I'm going to sit with your kid. We're going to play. We'll probably be down on the ground. We'll probably get inside the tent in my office, and really get to connect and establish rapport that way. And then we'll get to the treatment. And that'll look different for every kid. So I showed you my Shonishin tools. For some kids, that's going to feel really yummy to them. For some kids, I might just do some massage. There's some kids that are resistant to a lot of touch in the beginning, and that's absolutely fine. I can really customize the medicine that I do for each little person that's in front of me. And then after that, I like to do 2 follow-up visits. And then on that 3rd visit is when we do a treatment plan. So we'll either sit down together live, or we'll do a phone call or a video chat, and we'll talk about, here's exactly what this is going to look like going forward. So for some kids, that might look like 3 more visits, 5 more visits, 10 more visits. And then we'll talk through some diet and lifestyle shifts, if those are looking like they might be important, some home massage, and then also some herbal medicine if we decide to do that. And the last thing I'll say about my practice is that it's a team effort. It's so important to me that you as parents are a huge part of what we do together, because you are the expert on your kid. You know that little person better than I could ever dream of knowing that little person. And so I really look to you to get feedback on what you're seeing, how they're responding. because you're going to notice subtle shifts. You're going to notice changes. And you're going to be able to deliver this medicine at home through some massage, through some herbs that you're going to administer. And so I know, the medicine, that's what I've studied, but you have been a study in your child. And so my favorite part of my practice, well, besides getting to play every day, is really creating these relationships and these partnerships with parents, and then also creating partnerships with the little people that I'm treating, and really helping to empower them, right? That their health is in their hands to a large degree. And one of my favorite things to see is when a kiddo kind of makes this connection between a thing they're doing and a way that they're feeling after a thing they're doing. It's like, yes, that is going to be so amazing. Just, to think about the future of that kid's life and the ramifications of that as they develop. So yeah, my website was up, acuforkids.com. I do have a newsletter and a subscriber list. So if you, I highly encourage you to check out my blog. I've got some cool blog posts there. And then there's a pop-up to sign up for my newsletter. That's a great way to just kind of get to know me, get to know my practice. I send out tons of cool information and, updates on the practice, some home massage ideas when I have a blog. And then, like Olivia said, especially my Instagram, I'm super active on that, and like to give out all kinds of tidbits. So yeah, definitely follow that. Check out my website and subscribe to the newsletter if you'd like some more info. I think I've been talking for about 11 minutes or so, so I want to just check in with you guys. Yeah, hi.
Hello.
And just see if there's any questions, anything I can field. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity for all of you watching at home to go ahead and use your Q&A box, and you can throw a question in there for Corinne. I know that what she does is super exciting and specialized, which is a rad opportunity to have her here to answer any questions for you.
Well, that's sort of a question I have, I guess, that I didn't realize I had until right before you were speaking was, is this a thing that is a model in other places in the world? Or are you special to Portland or special to the world?
Well, there's only one me, luckily, actually. But pediatric acupuncture has, again, a rich history, just like acupuncture for adults. There's not very many of us in the world. We're kind of a small but mighty tribe, and we all are pretty connected. We have lots of groups and things like that. I'm currently completing the one and only certification, pediatric certification. So I will be complete with that in November. So everything that we do as pediatric acupuncturists is postgraduate learning. So we have our kind of core classes in, as we're going through school, and then everything else is sort of all specialized, which is why I've dedicated my practice to that, because I want all of my education, my postgrad education, to be in pediatrics. So.
Great. We've got time for one question, and I see one in the Q&A. We've got an anonymous attendee asking, what is your podcast about?
Oh, excellent. So a little bit different from my practice. I know, Olivia, you talked a little bit about it. It's called Mikey and Rin Stay In. It is me and my hubby. And basically we started it as an opt-in when we found out we were pregnant. We wanted our families to be able to sort of share the journey. They're all sort of scattered throughout the country. And then I had a miscarriage, and we decided that we would continue to tell that story, which was something that was really impactful. And then since then, it's been about a year now since we've started the podcast, and 2.5 years since we've been trying to conceive. And so the podcast has really become about our fertility journey and the fertility journey of other women. So we interview other women and really hear about their reproductive stories and things that we don't often hear a lot about in our popular culture. So making babies and food, I would say, is a big part of what we talk about. And then the occasional fart joke, I guess.
Great. All things that people need, right?
Totally.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Corinne. It was great to talk to you. And we're gonna say bye to you for now and put up a
Monet.
there we go, a card with how to get a hold of Corinne, should you be interested. And thank you so much for joining us, Corinne.